When you're flying a model airplane, the best place to be is high and upwind. And by high, I'm talking maybe 100 feet, 30 meters. And it all has to do with reaction time, not just you, but also the airplane. If you get some altitude and you do a maneuver and the maneuver doesn't go well, you have enough height to recover and to get it back up on level and get that altitude again. But if something goes wrong with the airplane, or the airplane is out of trim, or whatever, that's enough altitude to give you plenty of time to think about it and to figure out what you're going to do. So that's why when you're taking off, the best thing to do is to first of all do full throttle, and then secondly, you want to get some distance between you and the ground as soon as possible. So don't take off and fly 5 feet off the ground and trim the airplane. I mean, that's just dumb. You want to have full power, and you want to be climbing and get some good altitude, again, maybe 100 feet, and then think about trimming the airplane, or seeing, doing a complete checkout while it's flying, and everything else that you want to do. Because again, something goes wrong, that's enough altitude for you to have time to react and to figure it out. And again, if you're trying out a new maneuver, do it 100 feet high. I mean, don't do it close to the ground, because that's, again, you want lots of time to react and to fix things. Your battery is about to run out. Where do you think you want to be? 10 feet off the ground, off the field, downwind? No, you want to be 100 feet up, upwind, with plenty of time to react and to line it up and come back and land on the field. And the flip side of all of this is the worst place to be is low to the ground and flying slowly. The low and slow is the way people put it. And when you're coming in for a landing, the worst thing that you can do is to be a foot off the ground and bleeding off all the speed, so you're barely flying, because that just makes you very vulnerable for a wind to come along and to flip the airplane. And I see broken props all the time, and it's because that's what pilots are doing. So you get close to the ground, commit to the landing, and just land. I mean, I'm not talking about ramming into the ground, but have a nice, reasonable descent rate and just land. And that is also why when you're taking off, you want full power and you want to climb as soon as possible, because right after you take off, you're very vulnerable. Who knows? The airplane could be way out of trim, or the wind can shift. And that's the other thing, when you're up there at 100 feet, you have to assume that the wind is totally different than it is at ground level. So just keep that in mind, and till next time.